has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Let's go. Let's do this. Set, 180.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Here we go. Watch tight end.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Broncos' 49-yard line.
Set 180. Black 15. Double dog. That's the way.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Cluster. Black 11. Back. Hey, Delta. Go. Check 15. Wait, 89!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Behind. Black 80. You ain't doing nothing today. Behind.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 13-yard line.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Lindsay. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Throwing Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
That's it. Big hit. Ready, 390. 47. Here we go. Red.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Alpha.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kendrick Lewis. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey, and he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now Flacco. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Wait.
Switch. Both 7s and Mike.
Hey, Zoo. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Hey, check. Hey, check, Mike. 12.
Rip left.
Hey, we got
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Flacco on the give to Lindsey. The 20. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So down inside the 5-yard. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Alpha!
To throw, Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
47 to Mike, boy, 47.
Mike!
Check 47.
180!
Kill.
From the gun, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They'll start on the ground with Lindsay. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Flacco. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Chargers make over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rivers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey, Delta!
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
Hey, Delta!
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check.
Keep it skinny! Hey, 79! 79! 5!
Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's our time.
Passing play, Flacco. This is Reddick on the screen. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Watch twins. Shift. Rush in.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Jake Butt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego, Oakland. You might remember that in 1978, right? Kenny Stabler, forward fumble. Dave Casper falls on the end zone. Oakland beats him on the last play of the game. But that was a live football. And what a nice job he did to fall in the end zone. And yes, indeed, folks, that's a touchdown.
By the way, John Madden was coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field, and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. Now get back on the sidelines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check. Hey, Foxtrot.
Here we go. Oh, check the backer. Jim.
Zero.
From the gun, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona. It's the Cardinals. They are up in that game to this point. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco finds his rookie first-rounder. It's Noah Fant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
You're over here. Check four.
On first down, Lindsey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Flacco. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Don't get nervous.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, easy, easy.
Rivers on first down. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Shift, shift.
Buffalo one, Buffalo one. Smoke.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Parks. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Flacco. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Dad, Wayne.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
Monday.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going.
Check, 47. Now watch run, watch run. Switch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Flacco. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. Now it's Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Ready?
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Flacco on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they will take a knee here.
Flacco on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This will be, 38 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. But Charles, it's one thing to win.